How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to MechWarrior Online with Scout. We're going to continue our look at the Warhammer chassis. Today we'll be taking a look at the Black Widow, the hero variant of the Warhammer. I'm going to show you right quick its quirks, how it's different from the 6R, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay in this mech. So, what makes the Black Widow different from, say, the 6R, the 7S, or the 6D? Well, if we take a look at the mech lab and we mouse over the Black Widow here, the first thing you'll notice is its hard points are very, very different from your typical Warhammer. Whereas most all of your Warhammers are predominantly energy with a few missile slots in there and maybe a couple of ballistics, maybe. This thing is an even split between ballistic and energy. It's got 4 ballistic hardpoints and 4 energy hardpoints, as well as 1 missile hardpoint and an AMS hardpoint. So really, really different in terms of the hardpoints you get on the Black Widow. Kind of more of an emphasis on ballistic than we've seen in any of the other Warhammers. Additionally, its quirk summary, if you look down here, is a little bit different. It has a torso turn rate bonus of 35%, which is the highest of all the Warhammers, so its torso will snap onto targets quicker than the other chassis. And then it gets into ballistic quirks, which are kind of weird. It's got a ballistic velocity bonus of plus 10%, which for a mech that has more ballistic hardpoints than any other Warhammer variant is actually pretty low, especially when you consider that the 6R has a velocity bonus of 20% for its only 2 ballistic hardpoints. But I guess kind of to offset that, it has a ballistic cooldown bonus of plus 10%, which is double what the 6R has, so kind of weird. Then to make things even more interesting, it pretty much borrows the energy range and energy heat generation perks from the 6D whole hog, copy and paste. Energy range plus 15%, heat generation minus 10%, and then it still has that PPC velocity bonus of 30%. So when you kind of look at this as a whole, it creates an interesting question, like what do you do to make the most out of the Black Widow? If you're like me, your natural inclination is to stick with those dual PPCs because, you know, hell, it's a Warhammer. It's the Black Widow, allegedly Natasha Kerensky's Warhammer, even though Natasha and the Fluff always drove just a regular old 6R, debatable whether or not she tuned it up. But, you know, PPCs require a lot of free weight devoted to heat sinks to cool them off in order to use them as often as you can. Otherwise, you're only going to get a couple of shots before you shut down. But then again, half of your hardpoints are ballistic hardpoints, and in order to make the most of those, you're not going to want 4 machine guns in a 70-ton mech. Ideally, you know, you're going to want something else, AC5s, AC5 Ultras, AC10s. But the problem with that is you get into this competition with weight because by their nature they're heavier, and then you've also got to have tonnage devoted to ammunition and then case, depending on where you're putting your ammunition. So how do you run those alongside PPCs? And I don't know. To be honest with you guys, I don't have a good answer for that. So what I've done, if you look above the quirk summary, is I've gone with a pair of AC10s and then 4 medium pulse lasers. I've basically made it a bigger, badder AC10 K2 catapult. My thinking was the AC10s do get good benefits from the ballistic quirks, and then the energy range offsets the shorter range of the medium pulse lasers, and the heat generation cools them down a little bit. And as you can see, my heat management is not too bad, roughly 1.3. And if you want to take a look at it in the mech lab to see what it looks like, there's what it looks like right there. That's how I've laid it out. I put the ammunition in the legs because I don't see anybody shooting at the legs of Warhammers. By and large, it's kind of a waste of time. They're slow as it is. And it's a very balanced loadout, and it actually works fairly well. It will get a little warm if you cut loose with everything as fast as you can, as quickly as it cycles back up. It will start to get a little warm. But other than that, I'm really liking this loadout. The only real complaint I have is it's got an XL280. It came with an XL280 stock, so I just stuck with that. And as we talked about in the other Warhammer videos, you really have to be more active when you're taking fire in a Warhammer in order to spread damage out. If you don't, its hitboxes are kind of large and it won't take damage well. Now, the flip side of that is I find that most people don't really expect a Warhammer to have an XL engine. So by and large, when I die, it tends to be to get in my center torso cord anyway. It's not like I very often die to losing a side torso. So in the end, I feel like it kind of works out, but it is a risk I've taken, and something you should be aware of if you want to try and copy and paste my build. So that's it, folks. That's kind of what I've done with the Black Widow. Oh, I've changed the colors. This thing comes stock in kind of a weird blue-gray color over the body of the mech, and then these red pieces here are kind of this weird orange. And I don't know, it didn't really say Black Widow to me, so I actually made it black and red and changed the spider webs. You can see it's got cool web goes all over it, like all over the arms. There's a spider thingy on the back. Yeah, I made those titanium white just because I felt like it really made the mech pop much more than that weird kind of blue-gray orange. And as far as modules, I use AC-10 modules, both the range and the cooldown, because I feel like that's where my firepower is going to come from. And yeah, I did nickname the thing Boob Hammer for obvious reasons, but yeah, we won't dwell on that. So yeah, let's get to some gameplay footage in the Black Widow and see how this build works out.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Yay! Polar Highlands in the Black Widow. Not really what I'm built for. I'm beginning to think that this mech is cursed. I have not yet gotten a win in this thing. And despite doing very well in the majority of the games I've played, I don't know. I cannot get a win. I don't know what it is. I'm starting to think this thing's hexed. But, you know, maybe we'll get a win on Conquest here on Polar Highlands. I am happy that at least I got Conquest. I hate skirmish on this map. I don't know what it is, but it seems like every team that I get, when it's skirmish, they want to walk out there into the middle. Right there in the middle, the one kind of flat open area of the map where there are very few trenches and whatnot to hide in.
Artillery strike online.
Ugh. I don't know what possesses people. It's like no one realizes you have a map. Right there, you see it right in the middle of the map, that open area. I don't know why that attracts people, but they tend to head there like flies to a bug zapper, and we all know how that ends for the fly. Looks like we're going to go down here and cap, and then push around. I'm all for that. I really am still enjoying Polar Highlands. I see a lot of people complaining that, oh, you have to walk so far to get into a fight. You know, that's kind of the point. People need room to maneuver, man. It's supposed to be a tactical shooter. It's not very tactical if everybody starts off 300 meters from each other and you just slam your faces together. Like, that's never been what Mech Warrior was about. And I don't understand the complaints. All I can think is that people have gotten used to being able to load 10 medium lasers on a mech and call that monstrosity an actual mech. And they don't like it when things don't play into that meta, if you will. Because I would think that anything that gave you more room to actually maneuver with an actual company of mechs would be good. But I don't know. Apparently there are folks who disagree. See, I'm enjoying this kind of maneuvering. I wish our scouts were a little bit more active right now. But I like this searching for the enemy, trying to find where they're at and then maneuvering on them. That seems to be another weakness, though. I notice a lot of folks don't maneuver all that well. Hello, Marauder. I thought they were a little further away. Take that. The second shot missed. Kind of sucky. Oh, it looks like he's come back out. Get some. And that. Ooh, there's a Warhammer there. And, whew! I was going to try to squeak one right over that ridge, and that Warhammer walked right in front of me. I'm glad I didn't peg him in the back. Unfortunately, I missed out on that kill on the Marauder because of it, but
Target acquired.
I don't know, probably better to miss a kill than to do 20 points into the back of a friendly. Oh, look at this guy. Nope, nope. Ooh. I thought I could get that kill. But then he walked right over there in front of that Jaeger. Piss off. There's a lot behind us, guys. I kind of think we should
New
turn.
target acquired.
I think if we can deal with this, we'll have a significant advantage. Although we're being grossly outcapped right now.
Target
Die.
destroyed.
Damn it. I thought I could get that kill. Apparently not.
New target acquired.
But hopefully if we mop these guys up, we'll be able to go through and cap and still win. And whoa, that's a lot of mechs. Take that. Your LRMs. And that.
New target acquired.
Dragon. There, you haven't seen that guy in a while. Ooh, Atlas. Didn't like that. Or that.
Strike online.
See if I can go back up and pop that Atlas. Maybe drop artillery on him. How did that miss? Shit!
Activated.
I pressed the wrong button. I hit my coolant flush instead of artillery, but I did get the artillery off. Let's see if it went anywhere near where I wanted it to. Nope, a little bit too far in the background. That dragon! Oh, you see that guy? This jerk. Look at him. He's flanking. See, they need to turn. I guarantee he's not by himself. There's somebody over there with him. We need to go. Right now, this group needs to move and respond to that flank. I'm going to go over here and see if I can get this dragon. I got a feeling he's got somebody with him. Oh my god, how did that miss? Oh! Ow. Oh, are you kidding me? And let's see, he's trying to break. No, he's going to come up. We got a hard left, hard left, hard left. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. That didn't miss. Take that. I need him to turn though. Now I'm getting shot in the back. I don't know if it's friendly or what. Oh my god, I hit the rock. Bingo, take that. Still getting shot in the back.
Target acquired.
I can't tell if it's somebody behind him or if it's one of my guys that was chasing that dragon and just hitting me. Might have been that guy right there. Let's see if we can move up. Use this, get some cover here. We're getting hammered. And again, most of the team, it doesn't look like. See, they were flanking left and they haven't responded. Yeah, Wolverine, crab, take that crab. Ah, shit. There's a cheetah. Now there's somebody on my right.
Incoming.
Take that. Oh, shit. No, no, stop looking at me. Take that. Oh, shit. Well, like I said, I tend to get cored through the center torso. Did a pretty good job, I think, of spreading damage around, but there's just too many mechs over there. After the dragon, we had what? The Wolverine, the crab, the Arctic cheetah, and people just are not moving.
Warning incoming.
Direwolf's in a bad way. He's got. See, they've allowed themselves to get surrounded. What they needed to do was pick a direction and just push and fight your way out. And now they've got mechs on all sides of him. Like he's getting drilled in the back, and there's just nothing he can do.
New target acquired.
He can't ring around the rosy that Warhammer. The Warhammer's faster, and he's getting shot from the other direction. If he tries to push the other direction, the Warhammer shoots him in the back. See what I mean? You got to be more active on this map. It's unfortunate I didn't have a little more help over there on that flank. It might not have gone this way. Looks like we're going to lose to being capped out anyway. Nice kill on the Warhammer there. And unfortunately the Direwolf gets it, and we lose to cap once again. But I tell you, hexed. Still, it's not a bad score. 1 kill, 5 assists, 595 points of damage. Even managed to stay the same on PSR, but look, we still had light mechs alive. Like, I'm curious what our light mechs were doing and how we got so badly outcapped there. Really unfortunate loss, and I feel like that was definitely preventable, but not really sure what else I could have done. I mean, I guess I could have stayed in the middle and not tried to respond to that left flank kind of by myself, but I think if I hadn't, it just would have been worse, you know? Oh well. I guess we'll head back to the mech bay and try again, see if we can get a better game in the Black Widow, but not having much luck so far.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, another Conquest game. I kind of like Conquest. But this time we're on Canyon Network, which we like a little bit better. A little bit easier to kind of get to that AC-10 range where the Black Widow is more effective. We're going to go up here. I like pushing Epsilon when you spawn in the south. I think a strong play if you spawn in the north is to try to get Epsilon. But you do have to be careful because a lot of teams will do, well, it looks like what we're doing now. They will also push Epsilon hard. So, I don't know. I kind of enjoy that fight up here for this point rather than everybody going to Theta.
Target acquired.
I think a lot of times if you push Theta hard, you run the risk of kind of getting surrounded and taking fire from 2 or 3 different directions. Whereas this can be a really interesting fight. And the more so because the assaults and the heavies tend to spawn here. So, nice kind of a knockdown drag out, and I enjoy it. And it looks like that's what we're going to get here. Got a man of war there pulling back. Excuse me. I'm going to sit right here. Use these high ballistic mounts. Peg that guy. Oh yeah, get some. Ah, that missed. What's this? Looks like we got now a battle master up here as well. And now you see him starting to get warm. Come on. Oh, what the hell? How did I not get that kill? Look, there's somebody right here. Heavy metal. Oh, he just killed somebody. Come on, die. There we go. It will pick up the kill on that heavy metal. Now we got that man of war coming back in. Let's see if I can get him. Ah, that didn't miss. Come on, turn. Die. Oh. And yeah. How about that? Got a buttload of damage down there and didn't take any in return. And we did lose a mech, maybe 2. But it looks like they lost their entire assault lance. That was a battle master, what, a heavy metal, a man of war, and something else. So I think we came out ahead as a team on that fight for this point. So this should go reasonably well now. Yeah, look, they're down a couple more mechs than we are, 1 or 2. And I think they're down their assault lance. So now we just got to kind of get back over here. Now's the time to cap Theta, I feel. And there's definitely mechs over there. You see the ECM, low signal strength. So we'll cut across here and try to get over there. Let's see if I can get over there in time. And now I'm starting to get a little nervous because it looks like the fatties aren't coming with me. Yeah, I don't know where the rest of the team's at.
New target acquired.
Bah. Pebble water. I don't remember if I can get up here from this side or not. Of course not. Why would a mech be able to walk up that? Oops. There's somebody. Hopefully he doesn't have LRMs. Take that. And, yep, he does. And that. On PBCs, too, so yeah. That's not really a trade we want to make. That's like 750 meters, so we're going to back off. Not really a good exchange when your max range is like 450 to 500 meters. We'll just sit here and let's wait for a little help. Oh, Jesus. That King Crab's getting wailed on by LRMs. And he's backing up. See, that's no good. That was a good shot. Take that. Nope. Tried to squeak it in between the rock and the tower in the distance there. It didn't work. I think we need to push off this direction, but I think we're going to have to head right around this big rock to do it. Yeah, so there's a catapult. That's the guy that was launching LRMs. Let's see if we can get over here and put an end to that nonsense. Looks like the King Crab's got the same idea. See, now you got it. I was concerned when he was... Oh, shit. I accidentally hit my coolant flush, and it looks like this is starting to go south for us. I don't really understand how. Oh, that's an Herbie with no leg. Take that. Oh, he tore his whole side off there, I think. And shit, bridge is in the way. Come on, go, go, go. No, too late. King Crab got him. Not a particularly useful kill, but a kill is a kill. Looks like this King Crab is having trouble with Pebble Warrior Online, and oop, there's somebody. Ah, couldn't quite get the torso around in time. I didn't want to hit the King Crab. And that catapult's still over here. He just killed our Atlas. That's no good. Where's he at? I know it. There he is. Take that. And that. And King Crab shoot me in the back. Lovely. Now this is going to be interesting, because a catapult is either the same speed I am or faster. And he may have jump jets. If you have jump jets, I'm never going to catch him. Even if he doesn't, it's going to be interesting. But I don't want to back off and let him get away. Shit, the second shot missed. And let him go back to slinging LRMs. As long as I'm chasing him, it's going to be hard for him to sling LRMs, so I don't want to give up. I wish the King Crab would hook left and go over. I don't know if he can. I don't remember if there's a spot to get up from this side, but we need to head this guy off because this chase isn't really going to work well. But at least it's constantly putting pressure on him. Yeah, see, he's just like right around the corner. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, how did that miss? Yeah, I thought I could squeak a shot kind of under that thing, but apparently not. Collision box is still weird with terrain. And there he is. Oh my god, right over his head. Take that. There, we took out half of his LRMs. Ripped that ear off. That didn't miss. There's a good hit. And another. Come on, die. Now we got problems. You see the lights running around here? Try to ignore them and try to finish this guy. Shit. I think those last two missed. Now I'm out of ammo and I got light problems. That guy's not coming down behind me, so maybe we can deal with this guy. And once again, yeah, unfortunately capped out. Shit. Again, I'm not really sure how that happened. Hey, look at that. That squirrel look familiar? I don't know. We're off to such a good start. Like, I don't get how we got so far behind on caps. Because that was a hell of a start. Yeah, we weren't really behind on mechs. 4 on 4. It's, I don't know. I don't know why our lights were having trouble cap. I don't know why they were having trouble capping. I really don't. But yeah, starting to think this mech is hexed. Let's try one more.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, so back in Mordor. Not sure how people vote for this mech other than the troll thing we talked about a video or two ago. I'm not really a fan of this map. Even though I tend to do fairly well on it. I don't like all the stomping around trying to find a way up the caldera, ring around the rosy shit. Not really a lot of room to fight. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of corridors. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. The way the mountains are, it just kind of divides such a big map up into just a bunch of small corridors. And you can flank, obviously, going around the elevations. It's just that it takes so long. Quite often you put yourself at a disadvantage when 2 or 3 mechs peel off to try to go around. You create an opening for the enemy to exploit, so I don't know. Just not really a fan of how things work out on this map. But it looks like we got a strong push going into the center. I'm a fan of that. nobody even really hesitated pulling up in here. Of course, it helps that nothing spotted, so. Looks like we got a little contact over there. Some laser lights going off. Oh, look at this. Crab.
Crab problem over there.
Ah. And I managed to miss with everything.
New target acquired.
Whoa! Found them all. Get back to cover here. And yeah, it looks like the team's moving up, so I'm gonna try to stand here and provide some supporting fire. Pound on that guy a little bit. Not sure how that missed. Can't really see all that well. Thinking about trying night vision or something. I don't think thermals will work.
Artillery strike online.
Yeah, that's a little better. Once again, the high ballistic mounts coming in handy here. They're not as high as they are on some mechs, but relatively speaking, they're high. And allows you to shoot over terrain sometime. Just pounding down on these mechs out here on the flank. Ah, I think I fell down the mountain and messed up my shot. I'm pretty sure I just saw a piece of that guy go flying. Don't know how he's not dead yet. That was friendly fire. I was about to get really upset. Take that and that. Putting in a lot of good fire here, but nobody seems to be dying. Take that and that. Stalker out there in the distance. I had to win a piece of him as well.
Incoming missile. Heat level critical.
Damn it, why don't you die?
We're down by 2. Why are we pushing out of the ball?
Use our coolant flush. Keep firing here.
New target acquired. Depleted.
Oh, he's beat the hell and gone.
Heat level critical.
Get this guy that's trying to push up.
Warning.
And looks like we've run out of friends. As well as ammunition.
Fall back into the caldera, guys.
Jesus. How the hell did I run out of ammunition and we're that far behind?
Draw it out. I mean, if everybody...
Oh my god. Let's see if we can fall back here. Bring them up. Maybe able to finish off. They've got to have a lot of hurt mechs. Very, very hurt mechs. Apparently that's not one of them. Die, you son of a bitch.
Autocannon destroyed.
Stuck.
Warning.
Oh. Oh my god, look at that. Unfucking believable. You know, I built this mech with the help of a good friend of mine. We've been playing Battletech together for like 20 years now or something ridiculous. And his one concern, he says to me, do you have enough ammunition for MWO? And I said, well, even if I only hit with 3/4 of my shots, if I run this thing out of ammunition, that's 700, 800 points of damage. That's got to be enough to kill 1 or 2 mechs. And if 700, 800 points of damage, 1 or 2 kills, maybe, isn't enough to get me a win, I don't think there's anything I could have done in a game like that to get a win. Me and my big fucking mouth. Unbelievable.
New target acquired.
I just don't understand where that went wrong. Actually, I do understand where that went wrong, to be honest with you. What happened is it looked like our assault lance, I mean, I can't fault them. They moved to contact well, They didn't hesitate, but when they got there, you know, there was that rise, just kind of almost right in front of where I was aiming. And it looked like our assaults were coming up 1, 2 at a time and trying to peek 6, 7, 8 enemy mechs. So they're taking fire outnumbered, you know, 4 to 1. They back off after they get hammered, and then they try to do it again instead of just backing off and pulling the enemy the rest of the way over the rise. And it just allowed the enemy team to concentrate fire against our assaults while they were getting hammered. And once again, look at that. We even went up in PSR on a loss and still not enough to get a win. I don't know. That kind of sums up my experience with this mech, man. I've done well personally, but I just can't fucking buy a win in this thing. I don't know. I'm getting frustrated, so yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a wrap. But there's your look at the Black Widow. Definitely Hex. That's all I can say. So there you go, folks. That kind of concludes our look at the Black Widow, the hero variant of the Warhammer. And I wish I could tell you that my luck has changed in this mech, but it really hasn't. Despite the mech being a solid performer and me doing fairly well in it, I can't buy a decent win in this thing. My games tend to be either unspectacular or rather miserable wins. You know, the one where you come up over the rise and find the entire enemy company, get blasted, do 22 points of damage, and then your team later goes to win. Or spectacular losses, as you've seen in this video. I did get one decent win this morning, which I'll show you guys at a later date. But yeah, great mech. I just don't seem to have any luck with it. So that's it for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching. As always, leave me a comment or throw us a like or something, and I'll get back to you guys. And stay tuned. We'll cover the Warhammer 7S soon. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.